Hello everybody. Today I have a showcase for you. Not doing a tutorial today. Just because this design is absolutely huge. So, today I have built a working printer using the concrete blocks that were put in a few updates ago. So this is the design I want to be printed. So, a bit of a disclaimer. You have to have this band right here. If you don't have that band, then this side of your picture that you're getting printed will not print. So, I have a little printing area down below, but in order to get it started, there's a button right here. When I push the button, one item will come out. Then I push the button again, and two items will come out. Now, these all have to be evenly distributed. You cannot have stacked items. It will totally ruin your print. Like, you can't have stacks of something at a time. Now, I think it's time to just stop rambling. So there's once. There's twice. So two. And then pretty soon, this one will move out of the way. Just give it a little bit. It's a bit of a slow system. See? There. Now, we go down to the area below. I know, very primitive. You can see the blocks are being printed. You can see there's a new block right there. So another block, so yeah, another one fell in. So eventually this will fill up and get to here. So when it gets to here, I'll show you what is going on. So there is another one. Two more blocks to go. Or three more. But yeah. Now, the only reason why I have my sword out is because I just did some bat killing, so it's too dark. Now, should be a black coming through soon. Right here, there's the black. I just got stuck in the water. There, and I got pushed up the block. Now, as you can see, I'll go back up to the top. And nope, that failed. There we go. So, you open the chest up again. See that much is. Now, I can't exactly do a time lapse. I don't know how to yet with the app I'm using. But I will give you progress updates along the way. So, I'll be back very shortly. Alright, progress report. Halfway through. It looks like it's coming in nicely. Oh, there's a few more blocks. Yeah. Now, the unfortunate part, if you're making a room like this, like a viewing room, there are a few downsides. One, you'll have holes. Two, it'd probably have to be really deep underground, because the printer's quite tall. So, yeah. Now, you can see there's that pink one right there. Now, that pink one is going to end up right here. And then there's that purple one. Means you're 1, 2. So you can kind of approximate. This has a print time of about 6 minutes. It isn't the fastest thing in the world. But so here's that green. So I think just one more space away from it moving up. Yep. So yeah, I'll give you another progress report when it's done. Okay. So we're within probably the last 30 seconds of the print. So right now, that pink just came in. And that pink is the last block to go. So we still have like 8 more blocks to go. Well, 7 now, actually. Oh, 6. No, 7. Now, I'm gonna be bringing back some older trends from last year to a few years ago. Kind of like a throwback thing. Oh wow, we're actually almost done. We have 2 more blocks to go. So yeah, in the future you'll see some laser security gates. They're going. Oh, and the print is over. So yeah, it's a simple print. But yeah, in one corner it's red, and then so yeah, you have your print, and you can see why we have the black strip. So I'd rather have a black strip get cut off than any other, because then if you continued on the pattern, like you'd have an entire side of the pattern cut off. But so if I go back up top, I can show you the redstone. And there's just a command block right here. So just gives me super levitation, so I just go really fast. So yeah, let's open the door. And I'll show you a redstone behind it. So now I have my subscriber special built already, and there's my 3x3 I've built. So yeah, I'm thinking I'll show off that when I reach maybe 50 subscribers. So need to get subscribed in there if you want to see the door. So as you can see, this is my little room, and there's my hall, and those are my elevators. I had to build it around the redstone, but none of it is covered. This is kind of the heart of the machine. This is all the logic in it. So what happens is, let's say I want to use a pink block, then so whatever goes into okay, so let's just give a brief explanation. So what is going on is when you push the button, it goes over, it sends a really fast pulse through that comparator, which then unlocks that hopper. Now, what that hopper does is it allows an item to move through the system and into a chest. So there I have 22 items. Now, my black, however, is my most used one. So that's white. Where's black? There's black. So it's my most used one, so it should have the most. So That's how it works. Now, and then when that item gets blocked, it activates this item sorter. So let's say I want black. It extend the pulse of this to where it reaches here, which then unlocks a hopper and powers a piston. Now, when that happens, it pushes a block. Okay. And so when that repeater powers that piston, it pushes one of the blocks down into here, as you can see here. And when it gets pushed, it'll drop down here, and when it becomes a solid block, what will happen is it powers that dust, which powers that piston, and it pushes it down, and it does the same thing like a conveyor belt. And then when it goes like this, it powers that last piston, pushing it to place, and the powder turns into a full block through that water source there. And that's it. I mean, that's pretty much it. But what's happening with these item sorters, it's your generic top-of-the-line item sorter, so this hopper's blocked, which means the item gets items get stuck in this hopper. Now, what happens is that when the item gets stuck in, it activates this comparator, which then activates this dust, and that dust powers that repeater, which powers that torch. And yeah, there's a lot of repeaters and a lot of torches and pistons. It's a very expensive build. And I just refilled that. So imagine the white, where the white and grays are. That was the top of the stack. That's how much I used in this. So, if you want a tutorial, I could give you a tutorial. It'd just be a really, really long video, so just prepare yourself. But I'd call that the end of the video. So, have a Merry Christmas if you're watching it near Christmas, because when I'm recording it, it is currently only 4 days away. And if you don't, well, have a happy rest of your day. And it's Orion Pax signing off.